Merry Christmas, fellow campers! We have a very exciting episode for you today. Our Hoosier hotspots for this week is at Urban Vines Winery. Let's take a look.
Good morning and welcome to Urban Vines Winery. We're in Westfield, Indiana and located at 303 East 161st Street, just west of 31. My name is Mark Rupenthal. I'm the head winemaker here at Urban Vines. We offer a wide assortment of alcoholic beverages, everything from sweet cotton candy flavored wine to barrel-aged dry reds. We also offer beer. We have a 4-barrel brew house at our facility. Everything is brewed on site. And right now we have 12 beers on draft to suit almost any palate. And we just have a wide assortment of drinks for everyone. And we are a family-friendly establishment here. We even have a small playground for kids. Kids are more than welcome and we love to have them here. It's a good experience for the whole family. In this room we're standing in right now, this is our main lobby area. We have an indoor bar with seating for about 30 people inside this room. And then we have a heated patio out back with seating for about 100 more people. Right now I'm in front of our wall of wine, we like to call it. We usually have about 20 to 25 varieties of wine for sale. We also have to-go cold wines ready to go if you have a need for something right away. We also offer to-go wine slushies. We have all kinds of varieties. We have lots of fruit flavors, pumpkin spice in the fall, just a constantly rotating selection. These are super popular. Well, welcome to our aging room. We have a cellar room in our winery here where we host small events up to about 20 people, and then we age wine in here. We have barrels as well as you can see me, bottles. We have about 150 cases worth of wine we like to store in here and let the wine mature a little bit in the bottle before we bring it out to customers for sale. This wine is temperature and humidity controlled specifically for barrel aging and wine aging. The humidity is brought up a little bit and then the temperature is brought down a little bit. So parties that come in here kind of have to dress a little bit warmer than usual because we keep it a little chilly in here. Right now we're standing in the winery here at our facility, and behind me is a 2,200 gallon tank. It's about 10 feet in diameter and about 14 feet tall. We have 3 of these, and we also have a lot of smaller tanks, as well as 4 6,000 gallon tanks. In this tank alone we can hold about 10,000 bottles of wine. It's a lot of wine, and we turn our tanks at least once per year, bringing in each vintage every fall. And we also have back in this space a brewery as well, so we really pack a lot into a small building. Right here we're on our patio, and I'm sitting in our lounge area. We've got some comfy furniture where you can just kind of hang out and relax as long as you want. And we have seating for about 100 people back here in the wintertime. In the summertime, we actually take all the panels off our enclosed patio and it becomes open to the elements and you can enjoy the nice summer weather. It is fully heated in the wintertime, so it's plenty warm enough to enjoy without a coat on, and even on the coldest day. We're headed out to our back patio right now where we have seating for about 30 people in the wintertime. In the summertime, when it's nicer, we have even more patio furniture. And in addition, we have our entire grounds. We have a small pond and 2 acres of vineyard and seating for about 250 people all over. We also have 5 wood-burning fire pits we offer for rent in the evenings in the summertime. And those come with their own server, and you can get brats, hot dogs, and s'mores. People really have a lot of fun with those during the fall and springtime. And about our vineyard, we have about 2 acres of grapes out there, and the 2 varieties that we have are Catawba, which is a pink grape that produces a rosé wine, and we have Chambourcin, which is a more dark red grape and produces either a rosé style or a red wine. Both are generally pretty dry. They are been in our vineyard for about 5 years now, so we are harvesting some of the grapes off of it. Well, right now we're entering one of our igloos on our campus. We have 7 igloos. One of them is a wine tasting igloo where you can do private wine tasting, and then we also have these igloos which hold 10 people, and they're available for rent every day of the week in about 2-hour increments. Sadly though, we are mostly sold out for all of 2021 through March. There are a few openings during the weekdays, early in the afternoons, but so make sure you get on those for next year if you're going to be coming out here in 2022. They go really fast. They're a lot of fun. You actually can kind of sit down and hang out. We have furniture, soft pillows, and your own server will come and take your drink order and get you some food like pizza or charcuterie that we offer here. Well, thanks for coming along on this tour with us today. We've enjoyed showing you what we do here, from the wine making, beer making, and all the way out to our vineyard and our igloos. We hope you can come join us here. Once again, we're in Westfield, Indiana. We're just west of State Road 31 on 161st Street. Our address is 303 East 161st Street. We're open 7 days a week starting at noon, and we're open till 9 to 10 p.m. On most nights of the week. We offer cheese, charcuterie boards, and a couple other different snacks. So whether you're in the mood for a little bit bigger or smaller meal, we can suit that here. And we have lots of beer and lots of wine to suit almost any taste. We hope you come visit and see us soon.
Thanks for that special look, Mark. Looks like Alex and Rocky are on a snowy adventure in Travelin' America. Let's check it out.
What's going on, you country cruisers? Welcome back to Travelin' America, where on this episode we get to do one of our favorite things of all time, and that's travel America. So we're about 60 miles out of Chicago, still in Indiana. We went home for Thanksgiving to see some family and some friends, you know, drink some beers, have a good time. One of the main reasons we went back is to get a very special something, which is that truck that's sitting right behind me. Got a couple issues, you know, nothing serious, nothing crazy. I mean, it's a little bent in on the quarter panel there. May or may not have a rear leak in. I know it's got a rear main leak in, a control arm, an upper control arm's pretty bent up. It doesn't have windshield wipers. The windshield got cracked, and she's not a show truck. We're not on the way to SEMA, so. like to personally thank you for joining my mission to rescue the Manchi and get her back to the mountains. Hope you enjoyed it, and ride along with us next time as we do what the hell ever we want to do, because that's what we do. We're traveling America, baby.
Thanks, Alex. Now, let's check in on Andrew for another segment of Cookin' in the Woods.
Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Andrew Klein again with Let's Go Camping and Cooking in the Woods with Trax Barbecue. Today we're doing ribs, everybody's favorite. Doesn't matter whether you are a baby back rib guy or a spare guy. I like the spares. More meat, less fat, flat bones. The flat bones are great for wood cooking because they're gonna sit flat on and you're gonna get an even heat all the way through. One of the key features or key things to remember when doing ribs, you need to peel that membrane off the back side. Remember in the first episode when I told you about my culinary needle nose? You're going to work those right underneath the bone. Just like so. Kind of loosen it up all the way across. Being very gentle with it. You don't want to rip it. You just want to go ahead and pull the whole thing straight off, just like so. Got a little bit up here on the meat. That most of the time will just kind of blister off, but you want to get most of that off. That way you got nice tender ribs. The other thing you want to do is you want to peel off these small little end pieces right here. Make it nice and pretty. You got another little bone right here. Peel that guy off right there. It's nothing but bone anyway. It's always nice to have a really sharp knife, so make sure you either sharpen it before you go or have it professionally sharpened. So again, for ease and execution, I brought my own butt rub, my own proprietary blend that we make here at Trax Barbecue. Gonna have multiple different types of chilies, some salt, a few different types of sugars. Then you give it a nice sprinkle across the top. Make sure you get that in there. And nice and even coat all the way across. You want to make sure that it penetrates that meat. You can do this the night before if you like. The longer you let that rub sit on it, the better it's going to taste all the way through the meat. That's the top side. Now you want to make sure you get a good amount on the top side. Not too much, not too little, but you want to get that flavor. Flip it over and just do a little bit on the bottom side. You can use different things to help the rubs kind of stick to it. If you want to use oil, some certain types of vinegars like apple cider vinegar, apple juice, or even mustard, you can use that. I don't. I just like to let the natural juices from the pork stick to it, help it stick to it. So now this is ready for the grill. We're going to use a style of cooking called indirect heat. So you're going to have it on the fire but not directly on it. It's going to have to be just off to the side. Just because it's not over the fire does not mean it's not going to cook. It's going to be there. You'll have to keep an eye on it. We're going to let that run for about 20-30 minutes. We're going to turn it around, let that run for 20-30 minutes, turn it again. We're going to keep bone side down for now. I don't want to scorch any of the sugars that are on top. Once it gets to be about 2.5 hours on, we're going to wrap it in foil, put a little bit of butter on the bottom of it, and put it meat side down and let that butter kind of penetrate all the way through and around it. And just before it's done, we'll take it off and we'll sauce it and we'll be eating. All right, guys, it's been a couple of hours now and you can start to see that the meat's really starting to pull away from the bone here. You're going to get a little bit of a slight crack to it like so. We're going to go ahead and wrap these. So we're going to take this, put this in a pan, get it ready to go, bring it over to the table here. We're going to give this a little bit of finishing. So we'll take these ribs, face them bone up. We're going to take a little bit of our own Trax Barbecue made Sweet Carolina. This is a pure vinegar sauce. No tomato at all. I'm going to add just a little bit across the bottom. Get that a nice little rub in there. I'm going to take a couple pieces of butter. Put them across, just like so. Seal these guys up. We're going to place this back on the fire for about 20 minutes. Let that butter melt, get down into that meat. We'll take it off and we're gonna reglaze them on the top, bone side down. Man, it smells so good. Wish you could smell through the camera. We're gonna be ready here soon. Almost time to eat. Okay guys, it's been about 20 minutes, so that butter is nice and melted. Let's just give it a little check. Yep, it's gone. The sauce is starting to glaze nicely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull these guys off with the use of a pan, because I don't want them to fall apart. Okay, now we're gonna just have to remove this foil here. Gently flip these guys over. Oh man, look at that. Those look amazing. The smell is off the charts. Oh goodness. I'm gonna hit it one more time with a little bit of sauce. Nice rub in. Pop them back on. 10 minutes we eat. Nice sizzle. Oh man, it is time. The smell, the smoke. Oh, I'm ready. How about you? Get these guys off. Just right on the cutting board. Through here. Oh man, look at that, nice and juicy. Fall off the bone. Oh, heaven.
Thanks, Andrew. And finally, Susan wants to spread some Christmas cheer with the Forest River Salem. Hi, we're here with Mount Comfort RV Review, and Susan is going to show us today the Forest River Salem.
Well, Veronica, I don't know about you, but this is a great way to camp in the rain. In fact, a lot of people call this not camping, but glamping. Okay. And when we get inside, we're going to see some really cool features that are going to make it awesome for a rainy day. So you can spend as much time inside comfortably, and you can sleep a lot of extra people in there comfortably, a lot more than you would think in this size trailer. We're looking at the 26D Bud Salem. So Salems, I love, they're a little bit taller, a little bit boxier, a little bit more clearance under off the ground.
Yeah.
Your spare tire back here is an option, and we almost always bring these in with this spare tire. But there's something I want to show you that I always say that some of the best things in an RV are things that you necessarily can't see, but this is one that you can't see. I'm going to show you something underneath here. Okay. Ooh, she's way under there. Let's get right over here. See that yellow bar?
Yeah.
This is called JT Strong Arms, and basically what it is, it's an extra brace so that when your stabilizer jacks are down, and a lot of smaller campers may not necessarily have these, but basically what these do are they're like feet. You don't get your tires off the ground necessarily, but it's going to make this feel much more like a cabin than a camper.
Okay.
So this extra bar here, you can adjust this, and it makes a Salem feel so rock solid. When we get inside, I'll do what it's called the jump test, and I'll show you.
Okay.
This thing really sits rock solid. So one of the things that I want to draw your attention to right away is this door. And I know you've got kids.
Yeah.
This is awesome because you can get right to the bathroom
Very
from
nice.
outside.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting around the campfire and somebody's all sticky with marshmallow or whatever, somebody just needs to run in, go to the bathroom. They're not running all the way through your camper just to go to the bathroom. It's a lot easier just to clean up this little area. Other cool features on the outside of our trailer, of course, we're going to have a great camp kitchen.
Oh,
it's got this little trap door here that closes it up, so if you don't want to use this, you don't have to, but it's well under your awning, right next to the door. And then
so that has like a griddle?
This is a little gas griddle.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to fry bacon or fish or other stinky things that you don't want to smell at your trailer with, this is a great way to do it right out here. And of course you got your refrigerator here. People say, where's the sink? Well, this is a quick connect for cold water.
Oh, okay.
So this will tap into your fresh water or your city water flow, whichever you got going.
Yeah.
And you can actually set up a little table here with a wash pan, and it's just like, it's actually not too different from being in a tent, but you got ready water at your site. You don't have to carry it.
Very nice.
Down here, you're gonna have 110 ground fault interrupter circuits, so you could set up an air fryer or a crock pot outside, which I like to do because it's just a little bit more added safety assurance there. It's not inside my camper.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm leaving pets inside my camper. And then these are marine grade speakers. So you can have a little bit of music outside. And you can usually bring in a little television. There's this little coax output right here. So that if you've got cable or satellite in the park, you can bring it outside.
Very nice.
Other cool thing about the Salem, these steps, they flip all the way up. And that's the lock.
Wow.
I just wanted to show you one more thing, and that is the big aperture on their outside pass-through storage. First of all, this is a lot of nice storage, and it's really going to be under the bed in the master bedroom. Love the little gear bag right here. But this is big enough now that we can slide a cooler in there.
Yeah.
We can get bigger things in there. So I'm going to say let's take a break, and then let's step inside.
Okay.
It's very festive in there, by the way.
All right. Let's see.
All right. Well, Veronica, now we're inside the Salem 26D bed, and this is one of our more popular floor plans in the Salem line. Salem probably sells more trailers than anybody else in the United States, so it's got a good, established, reliable name. So right up here, there's a backer. You can see a little more hollow there. There's a good piece of wood back there. That's where you can put a swing arm mount for a television. We don't have the fireplace going right now because if we did, it would be so warm in here we would not be able to stand. Now you can make it just pretty.
Okay.
You can make it just beautiful colors. This is going to be your stereo right here. So this is a whole entertainment center.
Okay.
That fireplace acts as a space heater. So if you don't want to fire up your LP tanks, you just want to take the chill off. This is amazing.
That sounds
good. And then all of your TV wires through feed through there. I can talk.
Okay.
And come down here. And of course, you're pre-wired for Wi-Fi. So I want to draw your attention to this big sofa and table because there is something super special about Salem that I've not seen duplicated yet in any other company, and that is their Versa Lounge. I'm going to pull this big, warm, fluffy throw off here because this is our important part right here. I'm going to see if I can get up on top of this. This pulls out completely.
Okay.
All right. So I can take this and flip it around and seat it back down in here. I'm going to move that cushion and seat it back down in here, and now I have a U-shaped dinette.
Oh, okay.
Just like that. Oops, upside down. Or I can take this out all together. Now I can also take the legs out of the table, move the tabletop down onto this little ledge right here. There and there. Fill in the cushions, and I've got a bed that will accommodate adults, as well as
is this a pull-out?
This one. So
Very
we can do
nice.
bed from here to here.
Very
Or we can just do a great big old super lounge for a rainy day. Kids, dogs, cousins, toys, you name it, all together here in the same room.
This can sleep quite a few then, huh?
It can. And the double over double bunks are awesome. Kids love these.
Oh, my kids would love those.
And one of the cool things about this too is, get out of the way here, this is on a gas strut. So if we're not using that bottom bunk, we can pop this up for a little extra storage or for play.
Okay.
It's a great place to hide under here. But this pulls down just like that. There's USB charge ports and a separate disc light there.
Okay.
USB charge ports for the bunk up above. So there's no fighting.
Well, there probably still will be, but
They're
not
probably,
as much.
okay, you're right. They probably still will be. And then, of course, inside access to the bathroom that we had the outside. I mean, you can actually get in there and spread elbows. I mean, it's not, going to restrict you that much.
Wash your dog in there if you had to.
You could.
Or you could do that outside with the
You
hose,
can absolutely can do that outside with a hose. So, we've got a huge refrigerator in here too.
Yes. And what's this? Is this a
That
pantry?
is a pantry. That is a lighted pantry.
Oh, wow. That's
It is
really
the
large.
first of two lighted pantries
Okay.
in this travel trailer. It is really hard to beat a Salem for storage.
Okay.
Go ahead and open up that freezer if you would.
The freezer? Oh man.
Oh,
I don't
other
know
way.
how to work
There
all
you go.
this.
That's the ketchup drawer. There's our little elf.
Oh my goodness. He's just chilling.
He is just chilling. Thank you very much. But it's big enough that you could put a big
Right.
bag of ice down here and still have room for food and drink up here.
Yeah.
So about 11 cubic feet on the size of
Now,
your freezer.
so is this just for when you're driving? What is
I call
this?
that the ketchup lever. So
Okay.
when you're going down the road,
Okay.
it doesn't open and spill all of the stuff out of your refrigerator.
that's kinda nice.
Because know that going down the road is kind of like putting this thing through an earthquake.
Right,
You're going to be
right.
doing some bumping and banging and shifting around. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
we got
the
another little guy there. He's all tucked in already. You do have shirt closets on both sides.
Uh-huh.
And what they've done is they've routed them out so that you get 110 outlets on both sides. You have
Okay.
USB chargers on both sides.
Yeah.
So you can use that back there as kind of a nightstand in addition
Okay.
to this up here.
Yeah.
And then of course under your bed, that was that underbed storage, but look what
Oh.
else they've given you.
Come with little cubes.
They're little collapsible cubes.
Yeah.
You can take these inside, pack them, bring everything out packed, boom, you're done. And then this
Yeah.
is a shoe cubby. Just
Okay.
like under the fireplace, there was a little bit of a void there.
Yeah.
Rather than fill that in, they went ahead and said, well, people need a place to tuck their shoes.
Right, right.
Because I know when I go camping, I've got shoes for
Right.
the shower and sandals
Yeah.
and moccasins and just a little bit of everything.
Creek
Now,
shoes, hiking shoes.
one more surprise.
All right. Oh, it's a walk-in closet.
A walk-in closet in a travel trailer. That's a lot of storage space.
That
In fact,
is.
I have a hard time finding any other trailer on my lot
Right.
that offers more storage space than my Salem's.
Yeah. Lots
Well,
of
that's
space.
just a quick look at my Salem 26D bud. There's another floor plan that's just a little bit bigger than this. If you're looking for a separate bunk room, it'd
Okay.
be Salem's 29V bud.
Okay.
That one actually is going to have a little bit of a door, and it's also going to offer a second queen bed. So you could actually take another whole family with you if you
Okay.
wanted to. So, like I said, if you didn't get what you wanted under the tree, this may not fit, but it sure is cool.
Yeah. I like this.
I'm going to kick it back to you.
That does it for our Christmas special. We hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. We'll be back next week with a New Year's special right here at 8:30 on WHMB 40. See you then.